Well, 5 people are facing criminal charges in connection with the death of actor Matthew Perry. Among them are his assistant and 2 doctors. The 54-year-old Friends star was found dead in a hot tub at his Los Angeles home back in October. The cause of death was ketamine overdose. According to the autopsy report, the amount Perry had in his system was equivalent to what's typically used for anesthesia for surgery. Prosecutors on Thursday detailed the lengths the defendants went to supply Perry with the drug despite the risks.
Defendants Placencia and Chavez, as medical doctors, knew full well this was not the proper way to administer ketamine, and they even talked about that in their exchanges. And defendant Sonia also knew that she was doing something that caused great risk to Mr. Perry.
2 defendants have already pleaded guilty, and 1 has agreed to plead guilty. CBS News Justice Department reporter Robert Legare joins us from Washington. Robert, I know you've been following this story for us all day. How and why did this even become a federal case?
Hey, Jerika, good evening. Thanks for having me. That was a question we had when we heard that these charges were coming today. And the reality is ketamine is a substance that does have some controlled use for patients who are seeking treatment. But it is a controlled substance, which means the DEA, it falls under the DEA's jurisdiction. And so that means that they control the use and the prescription of ketamine. And so in this case, individuals who are accused of illegally prescribing, illegally giving, and then illegally injecting that are all charged under the federal statute. And so a lot of times when you have suspicious deaths, that falls under state or local cases. But here, because of the controlled substance nature of ketamine, it falls under a federal statute.
I know there were text messages that were shared and other information, but talk to us about some of the pieces of evidence that authorities say they uncovered during this months-long investigation.
Yeah, that's right. So what's always important, particularly in federal investigations, is looking for intent. Prosecutors, when they're going to charge something, look for intent of the defendants. And here, there were text messages, as you alluded to, between 2 of the doctors, Dr. Chavez and Dr. Placencia, in which they were saying they wanted to get as much money as they could out of Perry and his and those around him. And so, and also what we're learning is that the fact that they weren't allowed to prescribe this medication and inject the medication to Perry was also known. His personal assistant, was not licensed to do this. And so all around, there's this evidence that they knew they couldn't do this, and we're actually seeking to negotiate the prices as well off market.
Yeah, I can't help but think about the millions of people around the world, really, that suffer from an addiction, and to hear the prosecutors say that this was a case of someone taking advantage of their addiction. Can you talk to us about the actual charges in this case and the time that the defendants could face?
Right, and to that point, the prosecutor said that the defendant took advantage of his addiction and said that they were using this as an opportunity to make more money, and that makes this even more tragic. But the charges here are intent to distribute ketamine, a controlled substance, death or injury resulting, and there are other false records charges that the doctors face because they created false records to prescribe this medication in the first place, according to prosecutors. And so that's what prosecutors have charged them with. And now, a few have pleaded guilty, a few intend to plead guilty, and so this is all going to now shake out in the federal court system.
Yeah, very sad story, just because Matthew Perry had also been so public about his addiction over many years. Yeah. What's next? What are the next steps?
Yeah. Right. So we do expect 2 of the defendants, Sangha and Placencia, to appear in federal court today to be arraigned on this new superseding indictment. The 3 others, Eric Fleming, his assistant, Kenneth Iwamasa, and the other doctor, Mark Chavez, they've all appeared in court already or have been charged. 2 of them have already pleaded guilty, and the doctor, Mark Chavez, has said that he does intend to plead guilty to the charges. And so we have 3 people who have agreed and will likely be cooperating with prosecutors, and then 2 others who are set to appear in court and be arraigned in the coming days, if not today.
All right. Robert Legare for us in Washington. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerika.